It's another day and it's pouring rain, and we only have outside work to do at the job, but we have devised a plan to get something done. We're gonna go to the shop over in Bryson City and prefab all of the exterior window trims that are left yet to do. And for all of the kind of newer people to our channel, there's tens of thousands of you, by the way. You may not have seen our shop and our workspace that we have over at Jamie's place. So you're gonna get to see that today. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go build something. Welcome to Main Street, Bryson City. Don't blink, you'll miss it. Pretty quaint little town though. And slow down a little here. Look, there's Jamie's project at 120 Main that they're working on. It's a 100-year-old house they're kind of fixing up. Oh, there's no lights on. There's our one shop. Nobody's in there. We're gonna walk down to the other shop.
Hey boys, it's What are you doing? What are you doing?
Why do I feel like this is a fixing your shop day and not building window trims day?
Is this what you used back in the day?
Yes, what we use. I had to walk to work though. So here's our other shop workspace, and this is probably the worst day I could have possibly come down here because it's torn apart in the stages of getting organized back. Is that right?
Yeah.
What
Totally.
inspired you to do this?
Oh, it's all about YouTube, man. You know, I mean, my shop looks like such a wreck that, you know, I need to like make it a little more organized.
Okay.
And paint it. I'm painting because
Okay.
it's dark.
Okay.
Lighting.
This has already been painted the last few days. All this stuff got taken down, painted white. And is that what's happening here?
So here's the name of the game. Organize, get rid of junk, like out of here, paint the walls, okay? Make it neat.
What about building the window trims? We doing that?
Oh, well, I kind of got some junk in the way right now.
Okay.
But I do have some
That's
good,
what I
good
thought we were
intentions. I really think we could do that later.
Okay.
I'm also trying to make some workflow improvements. For example, this drill press that used to be my grandpa's is always in the way when I'm building larger things on the table. I'm kind of backed up to this. It's in the way. I can't get to my clamps. So I moved a lot of wood that was there. See, there's no wood there.
There was a huge
Amazing.
stack of wood right there.
Yeah, so it's gone. Well, somewhere else. This is going over there along with the other tools. That shelf's coming down to give me more effective space because you can't really ever get more space than you have. I don't think. Can you? Something about like the universe.
This isn't a show about physics, bud.
And what is it, like matter and stuff? You can't make matter. You can't make more space.
Okay. Okay, all that, we got one clear wall. Now what?
Only 4 more walls to
Oh,
go.
no way. There's no way.
Yep.
Window trims. Here's the scrap stuff we got out of just that corner. And we were gonna burn it, but then we remembered Jason loves burning stuff even more than anybody on the planet. And he's gonna have his, once a year, burn the whole county down bonfire kind of thing? Friday, right?
Bring your dead Christmas tree party.
Yeah, so last time we went to that, I'm not kidding you, there was flames 65 feet in the air.
Look at that.
As long as it's hand-piled brush, it's still legal. As much as you can pile.
They don't know Jason. Did they limit the number of days you can pile it?
You and Becca coming Friday night?
Oh yeah.
To the bonfire?
We'll be there.
Yeah. You might want to just be careful with that beard. It's very flammable. Well, we can hit some highlights of things that we do have that you need for most woodworking projects. We have a giant bandsaw. We have a giant drum sander, a giant vacuum system. You know, that helps. Got a giant...
That thing sucks though.
Okay. Oh, you're a dad. Way to go. We've got a giant planer, a giant joiner, a giant table saw, and that wraps up the giant compressor way down there. So, and a giant rack of clamps right there. So that's pretty much all you need to build some, and a giant rack of wood.
You need wood.
You need wood to build stuff out of wood.
The clip-ealer.
That's one of those things that's trash. Today we're going to do a little segment called Name That Bit. And we're going to do Jamie versus Jason today. So let's name that bit. I'm going to hold a bit up, and the first one to name it gets a point.
Oh, 1.5 Forstner bit.
1 point, Jamie.
Okay. Ooh, blocking miter bit. Yeah.
2 points, Jamie. Whoop.
Oh, that's a raised panel bit for cabinet doors.
Yeah, I think we can just end the game now. Jamie wins.
Wait, I had my glasses on. I couldn't see exactly what it was. So was he making that crap up, or is that what they're really called?
Dude, I have no idea.
You're... Ooh, this is a squirrely yellow bit. Make some cool thing out of wood, silver, shiny bit.
What do you think, guys? Bojangles or Bojangles?
Bojangles.
Bow time.
That's what I'm thinking.
Subway.
Don't worry, man. You'll get them next time. We'll still do pro tip of the day. If you're vacuuming hard surfaces like this concrete floor, drilling a few holes to reduce the suction by a little bit on your vacuum attachment will actually make it easier because it won't get stuck. Otherwise, it will. So, all of our vacuum attachments have holes drilled in them. You building like a coffee bar? What is this?
Yeah, I got a drawer right here. It's a nice countertop. I'll tell you what happens in here. A lot of times I'll be making something and I need like a little table in a hurry, like in 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
So for the bandsaw, this got made for the bandsaw as an outfeed table.
Okay.
So I made this in like 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh, I'll just throw it away. But then it's been here for a couple years, right?
Right.
It's gonna get repurposed right now. Get a drawer put in it, and then I'm gonna put all my epoxy stuff on it.
Oh.
And put it around the corner. That way, I don't care if epoxy stuff gets all over the place.
Right.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So that looks like you built it in 5 minutes, and you actually did.
Yeah. That's all that it needed to be,
Yeah.
right? Okay, 10 minutes later, here we go. My new epoxy workstation is here. I have this drawer that came out of a kitchen about 5 years ago installed. I got a shelf on the bottom where I can stack lots of extra junk that I can't find a home for. And I got some nice lighting here so I can see what I'm doing. I'll probably just sit down and read a book. Here's my Introduction to Loudspeaker Design book. That's really interesting.
What else you got? Measured, some shop drawings.
Thomas Moser, that's a good one. Jointery. Hey, man, there's a lot.
Joinery.
Joinery. I said
jointery
jointery.
is something
It's not
different.
Jointery.
I think.
Okay, a little bit of machine instructions, fine woodworking. What else here? More Thomas Moser. Wow, Thomas Moser. Trim work. Here we go. There's lots of good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can learn a lot by reading a book.
For sure.
That's a book, by the way.
Yeah, it's got pages. You read it. Words, left to right, top to bottom.
You don't have to like swipe. It's more like a flip.
Flip, yep.
Yep. Also, if you're new to the channel, Jamie's got a little thing about collecting wood. And so this is the other side of the wall in the basement. Lots and lots of wood to build stuff out of. And I mean, it's literally stacked to the ceiling, so. If you're building your own workshop, I want to mention one important thing in here you'll notice, because I'm going to tell you, is that all of these tables are the same height, and we chose the height based on the table saw deck height.
Yep, 35 inches.
35 inches, and that's so that the workspace is flat. Basically, all of your boards could just slide across, if there wasn't all this junk, of course, across the top of any of these tables, and they wouldn't basically get in the way. So that's a really important thing, I think, if you're building your own workshop or tearing it apart, like you're currently doing.
Yep.
Make them all the same height as your main work piece in the middle.
Hey, I gotta say, this is really nice to have a whole day, and not even by myself, but with help to organize and clean my shop, because I've put this thing together.
Well, we got to build window trims too.
Well, we're gonna get to that. next week. But anyway, you know, this whole shop has been put together like 10 minutes at a time over a span of about 13, 14 years. So this is really amazing for me. Another prime example of a 5-minute project. I took a bucket from some screws and attached my vacuum hose to it here to make a catch for my chop saw. Now this has worked effectively here for quite some time, many years actually, because I could slide it back and forth if I changed the miter. Now I'm not gonna go crazy and make one of these best miter sawdust collector catchers ever, or I'm not doing that. But I will make one that's slightly better, and the best improvement is gonna be that I'm gonna get rid of this 4-inch piece of hose. I'm gonna go straight from the 5 into my thing with 5, and that'll increase the airflow and catch more dust.
Bigger's better.
I like that.
It works.
I think it's good.
All right, here's something we're gonna get rid of out of the shop. This is a fun story behind it. That is a 24-inch deep LVL, and this came off of a beam that we put in a house as a ridge beam, and it was the biggest ridge beam we've ever done. So it was 4-ply. That means 4 of these things all sandwiched next to each other and 40 feet long.
Yep.
And I think we calculated that it weighed like 4,000 pounds or something.
So that would have been a 7 by 24
yes,
by 36 or 40
and it was super
feet.
scary. We had a giant crane that lifted it, and we all survived. So
Good story.
we're gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, I think Ray can make a good little workbench table out of that.
Is Jamie paying you to do this, or what am I paying you? Who's paying you to do all this work?
I don't know, but somebody better pay us.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna need a second coat, guys.
Think?
Look at it.
I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Look at him. He's painting better than you guys already.
All right, here you go.
There, Sawyer, take your paintbrush, bud.
But if you didn't want to paint, you could have just said so. You didn't have to dump it out.
It's the easiest way I think to do it. Dump that crap out.
Seriously?
Dude, I didn't do it on purpose,
This is
bro.
for the board.
Hey,
This
pick
is
that
not
paint
I
up,
know.
Jason. This little area here is where we sharpen chisels and knives with this Tormek low-speed sharpening stone, and then this is more for chisels here. You can get this set on the right angle, run them through, and you can get a perfect brand new edge, because we destroy a lot of sharp stuff.
Eric, what is this?
You want me to say what it is? Okay, it's a collet guided V-groove bit for like sign making and template making, stuff like that. It's no big deal. You know, for like letters.
Yeah.
Ray J Builder Buddies, you can put that on a board.
What's this one do?
It's an extension for a bit. Or
Oh, okay. Look what I found. Jamie must have made a putter. Money.
Just remember to bring the domino jig to work so we can get these window trims done tomorrow.
Yeah, why? I mean, don't be doubting already. It's still like early in the day, right? Right?
I gotta go.
Oh, shoot.
In a minute, I gotta go get kids, so.
All right.
Yeah, so just bring that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get it done tomorrow.
It's no big deal.
Okay, so I've got to go get my kids. The shop is about more torn apart than it was when I got here. And we have no window frames, but we got to see a few things we're doing here at our shop in Bryson City. We have another shop we'll show you in another video. Thanks for building with us today. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for painting with me today. Paint. Good joke. You get this much paint on you when you paint? Why don't you have any on you? Oh wait, you didn't do anything there, that's why.
All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Window trims. Window trims.
I'm in the office.
All right, Eric. We're finally making window trims. I'm gonna give a pro tip of the day too. Actually, I'm gonna let Ray do it. What's pro tip of the day, bud?
Ratchet straps.
Ratchet straps. Hey. When you don't have clamps long enough, because I don't, all these clamps, none of those clamps are long enough to do this one trim, and I need to make like 7 of these, but I have tons of ratchet straps. They're 14 feet long. So just click them up a little bit, not a lot of pressure, just to keep it from falling apart. That's all it is. I mean, nothing.